understands what it's like to be 18. You have everyone around you telling you you're so young, you've got your whole life ahead of you, yet somehow you still feel behind. You have classmates that are way smarter than you. You have classmates that have had their first kiss. You have classmates that have been in their first relationship. You have classmates that have got jobs now. You have classmates that are making money now. You have hopes and dreams of your future and your university or your career. These dreams are so big and you can't even tell anyone. If you're 18 and you're watching this and you're lost and unsure about what the future holds for you, but you're desperate to make something of your life and finally live like all the people that you look up to, here's exactly what you need to hear. Hey, if you're new, welcome to the cozy corner of the internet. I'm your host, Christina, and I help people stop shrinking and start living. If you would have told 18-year-old Christina, who was six years away from now, that she would be a doctor, she would be a YouTuber, she would be making a difference to people in so many different ways, in health, in medicine, but also online too. Like if you told her that she would worked with so many insane brands, Apple, Skillshare, the BBC. I literally had an interview with the BBC the other day. Still cannot get over that. Wagamama, clothing brands. Like, she would not believe the life that she lives now. And I'm saying all this to say, the number one most important thing I'm so proud of is I've finally got to a place in my life where I no longer let other people's opinions control me. I know that's something everyone wish they had, like, oh, I don't care what people think, or how to switch off, how to detach, all this stuff. It sounds really hard, and it is, but honestly, of all the things I've achieved, it's the one that I'm most proud of. If I can do an absolute 180 transformation in a few years, in 6 years from 18 to 24, you absolutely can too. I know a lot of people hope to achieve a certain state of mind where they don't care what people think about them. And it's very scary because a lot of the time, staying silent feels safe and it feels like a way to protect yourself from ever getting hurt or judged. But I've had to learn the hard way. Your silence won't protect you. If you think about it, any desire that you have, whether it's a desire to be more confident or a desire to achieve a certain dream, any desire on the flip side has a fear. You have a dream that you want to achieve, you want to go to law school, you want to become a lawyer, but your fear then is almost, you have a fear of rejection. What if I apply to my dream law firm and I get rejected? Or maybe you have an absolute, desire to one day be in a happy relationship. Well, your fear on the flip side is then, okay, but what if I'm judged by a partner? What if I'm judged by the people that I go on dates with? What if I'm rejected and no one likes me? It feels like running away from your problems can get you out of the problems in the short term or temporarily, but trust me, avoidance is not a strategy to become your best self. You can't avoid your way through high school. You can't avoid all of the scary presentations you have to do. You can't avoid all the scary meetings you have to do. Hiding is not a self-development strategy. Pretending is not a self-development strategy. Shrinking yourself is not a self-development strategy. If your goal truly is to become a better person and to thrive and to grow and to improve, I know it's scary, but trust me, your mission now is to take a tiny step every day to become a bit more yourself. Not even become a bit more confident, not even become a bit more bold. Just every day your goal is to be a bit more yourself. I remember back in the day, like if I was in a group setting and someone asked me my opinion on things, I would literally look around the group to be like, okay, but what's your opinion? Should we go for Italian or should we go for burgers? Like I would look around the group to see like, what should I say? I literally didn't even know how to navigate sharing my own opinion. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. Either way, if you're in a phase in your life where you're shrinking and you're playing small and you're just craving, like finally, I want to meet my people, the way you get to that is slowly learning that it's safe to be myself. It's safe to be honest. It's safe to actually talk about my opinions. I'm not going to die if I say I want Italian and not burgers. You're not going to offend anyone. And even if you do, they were never your person. Like, it's better that you know it now rather than have a bunch of people around you that are kind of lukewarm people that don't fully buy into you. I know avoidance feel like it can keep you safe, but ultimately it doesn't get closer to your goals. And oftentimes, if you show me someone who's overworking, I'll show you someone who's avoiding. A lot of us overwork in the sense that we'll retype and delete and retype a text message 9 times to get the wording perfectly, rather than just sending it and potentially upsetting someone. Or a lot of us will take the long way to school or the long way to work so that we can avoid certain people in the corridors. Show me someone that's overworking. I'll show you someone that's avoiding. And that's something that I unpack in my new workbook, The Superhuman Habits. Down in the description box below, I've got a completely free workbook to help you identify what is it that you're avoiding. And the reason why I've made this into a workbook is because when you overcome your avoidance habits and you overcome that root cause of what's leading to all of this, you can finally start to get to your goals faster. There's only so much you can work in a day. There's only so many hours you can grind and work on a goal. If you're spending so much time overworking, that's time that you could put towards working towards your goal. That's why this new workbook, Superhuman Habits, will help you get to your goals faster. I've sprinkled in some neuroscience and psychology to help it be as effective as possible, because it really is my mission to help you guys. Like I say, it's completely for free and it's down in the description box below. Something else that you need to know is if you're watching this in high school, or maybe you've just started college, don't leave anything behind in high school. Or don't leave anything behind in college. What I mean by that is if you have a thought that you want to practice basketball, or you want to practice pole dancing, or you want to practice singing, you want to practice karaoke, you've always wanted to swim in the ocean, don't leave that behind in high school. Literally do it. High school is one of those times in your life that for most people, you will look back and think of it fondly. I look back at high school, there were definitely some tough moments. I did not have it easy in high school. I was bullied many times because I was the only black girl in my whole entire school. I was the definition of different and outsider, so it was not easy by any means. And I look back at it as a time where I learned a lot. The reason I am who I am today is because of high school. And there were so many things that I wish I did. I wish I put myself out more. I wish I played, I don't know, I did a lot of sport, but I never did I never had fun. I never went out with people, never went out with friends. Whenever I got invited, I was just too terrified to actually go to the party. I would just say no. And essentially, I don't have regrets in high school, but there were just things I wish I did. And so one piece of advice I would say is don't leave anything behind. If you want to do something in high school, do it. If you want to do something in college, do it. Don't leave anything behind. Don't leave any regrets. On that same vein, I know a lot of people can be super serious about their academics. This is a double-edged sword because you can fall into the trap of being a mega accomplished student where, you get called gifted all the time. People tell you you're so talented. When you're this sort of person, my best advice to you, the hardworking, ambitious, driven young person who wants to achieve amazing things in life, is terrified that they'll not live up to their dreams and just desperately wants to become something and someone. My advice to you is be serious about school, but be gentle with yourself. Take your grades seriously, take studying seriously, your application seriously, but don't apply that seriousness to yourself. Be gentle when you mess up, or be kind to yourself when you aren't as organized. Be soft with yourself when you make a mistake. I know the bar for you is sky high as to I need to achieve this to feel good enough, or this is what I need to achieve and look like to feel proud of myself. But you need to bear in mind, and I'm saying this as a doctor, your body is designed to last a very long time. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're going to live to 80, 90, maybe even 100. The amount of 99-year-olds I see nowadays is unfathomable. You are designed to last a long time, and you can get your hip replaced, you can get your arteries opened, you can fix the outside. Your brain will never be replaced. Your mental attitude and your mental self-talk, that has to last you potentially 90 years. Be gentle with yourself. I know you sometimes think, but if I'm cutthroat, if I'm disciplined, I'll get to my goals faster. No excuses, I have to grind. You might think harshness gets you there faster. In reality, harshness just gets you burnt out quicker. And maybe you're watching this and you've never been burnt out. Lucky you. It comes for some people when you least expect it. I'm at a stage now where I haven't been burnt out in a super long time, thankfully. And I take my work seriously. I'm consistent with my YouTube uploads. I take my work as a doctor super seriously. If I make a mistake, I'm gentle with myself. I'm like, Christina, it's okay. That was just your work. That was just a blip. You're not the worst thing that you've done. And you are not your biggest failure. When I was studying back at high school, I didn't do this very much, but at college or university in the UK, I did start to do this a bit more. But I started to study more with people because let me tell you the truth about your teenage years and your adult years. People will make or break any experience. If you had a terrible time in high school, it's probably because of the people. If you had an amazing time in high school, it's probably because of the people. If you had a meh time in high school, it's probably because of the people. I know TikTok will have you believing that you need to cut off anyone with, the slightest red flag, and you need to be ruthless with your friendship group. I don't think you need to be that strict with it. I think you just need to be more intentional with how you're spending your time. Say you're in a friendship group right now that doesn't feel like it quite aligns, and you'd be much happier, maybe even on your own or with a different group. Try not to be so passive about how you spend your time with them. Like, it can be really easy to just feel like you have to go with the flow and you have to be passive with how they work, but you don't have to be passive with your friends. I know you might be worried about, but what if they talk about me? What if they think this? I have to go, I have to this. I promise you, people are not thinking about you as much as you think. And if they are, because there's a bunch of people in high school that will talk about you behind your back. Like, it's high school. They are rampant. There's so many of them. People that are talking about you behind your back are the exact kind of people that literally aren't even worth you thinking about. Taylor Swift said it best. You need to think about your time, your effort, your energy as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone is worth you thinking about.
Think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it. Yep. Like, not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this. Right. What you spend your energy on, that's the day.
And it's so true.
Right? Like, it doesn't matter where you were. Like, maybe you went to go get coffee today. Maybe you saw friends today. If you were obsessing over one thing that you saw, like, you literally saw some guy call you mid, and and you can't stop about it.
No, he did not.
You can't stop thinking about it. Dude, that's the day then.
I'm not even saying this in a cocky way, but just like they have an opinion, they can decide what's right or wrong. You have an opinion. You can decide what's right or wrong. Just because Stacey is popular does not mean her opinion is more valuable than yours. Your opinion on who's worth my time, who do I want to spend time around, who should I sit with, who should I hang out on Friday night with. I think one of the best beliefs you can adopt in high school is learning that simply my opinion is valid. If I think I don't want to spend time with you, that is a valid opinion. I don't need an excuse. I don't need a reason. I don't need to come up with a dissertation level essay as to why I don't want to spend time with you. Like, your opinion is valid, period. You don't have to qualify to have an important opinion. You don't have to be popular enough or good looking enough or cool enough. Your opinion is valid. I promise. I know so many people that fall into this trap, because the thing is, I've been on calls with you guys as well. Like, I talk to you guys nearly every single week now. It can be really easy to fall into this trap where you're living, I don't want to say living a lie, but you're not living your authentic truth because you're pretending with certain girls and you're hiding your opinion with other girls, and you just feel like you're not quite living your true self. And so one thing I do want to share, actually, one thing I wish I could tell my 18-year-old self is tell the truth. Not sharing your full story, lying about certain parts of, your preferences, hiding the truth and not telling the full truth. It takes a toll. Lying might feel like the easy option right now. It might feel like, but it's just better not to tell her how I feel. Or it's better just not to share that I'm actually, not happy in this friendship group. It might feel good right now, but avoidance doesn't protect you from pain. It just postpones the pain. If you avoid talking to Stacey about how she makes you feel, sure, but it's going to come up later on. Sure, problem is solved when you graduate, but you've never learned the skill of telling the truth to people. You're now going to go over to university and you're going to meet new people. Some will be amazing, some won't be amazing. You don't have the skill yet of telling someone, I don't really feel like we're each other's vibe. It's been nice getting to know you, but I don't really want to hang out anymore. You don't have that skill yet. And I know you're probably going to tell yourself, how do I word it? How do I say it? How do I not offend them? That's not in your control. Your responsibility is yourself. And your aim and objective is to be honest with yourself and honest with other people. And in that process, if that means upsetting someone or saying the wrong thing, that is just part and parcel of being a human in this life. You're not going to make everyone happy. I've actually come to learn the hard way. If you're someone that can very comfortably, I'm going to piss this person off by saying it, but I have to say it, you're actually someone that people come to really respect because you can tell the truth. Telling the truth is a skill, a very scary skill, but you can do it, I promise you. If I've learned this skill, so can you. It's ultimately the skill of learning how to let go of people pleasing, which is a very hard mindset to let go of, but I do deep dive and unpack this a bit more in this video. So if you're looking for something to watch next, it should definitely be this.